Hello YouTube, Damo underscore 23 here and welcome back to another episode of Leicester Reborn. In today's episode, we have a triple header to finish the season. Win all three games, win two, draw one. I believe we win the title, do we not? So with that being said, and without further ado, let's get into today's episode. If you give it a like, subscribe to the YouTube channel, and of course, leave a comment down below if you are enjoying the save. And if you did not check out last episode, it was the Champions League semi-final. And without spoiling, we are into the final. We play Bayern Munich next episode. So give this a subscription so you can check out that next episode as well when that drops. With that being said, Liverpool, of course, our chasers, and Chelsea have a sneaky little run home as well, because if results go their way, they could win the title too. With that being said, United, technically speaking, could win all their games. Everyone else ahead of them could lose, and they will do it, but I'm going to discount them for today's episode. With that being said, let's touch on Chelsea first and have a look who they've got home in the final. They got Wolves away, and if they win, they get to 81 points, and that could win the title. So 81's the max Chelsea can get to. Liverpool have 2 games left to go, and they have got Watford and Arsenal. Arsenal on the final day, very difficult. Obviously, Watford away from home, they should win. Liverpool, of course, can get to 85 points, and that is the mark we need to get to win the league. As you can see here, we've got 3 games to go. It's Sheffield, who we should beat at home. Leeds, only a few days later, and it has to be said, this team would have played 3 games in about 10 days, and then we play Spurs 4 days after that. We play our last 3 games in 8 days. It's not ideal, but it is what it is. I don't particularly want to rotate with so much at stake. As you can see here, 2 wins for us ourselves will get us to 85, so 1 draw will get us to 86. With the goal difference being so tight, you don't want to leave it down to that. Mighty Red, good to see you. How's things been, mate? Let me know, because it's been a long while. Always good to see you, mate. That is for sure. In today's first episode, Chelsea obviously have already won. Liverpool play away against Watford, who are already relegated. This is the team that is going out there today. It is the full strength side of Meslier, Livramento, Tamori, Marshall, Thomas, Lavia, Thuram, Silva, Smith Rowe, Hassan, and Velez. Obviously, Elise is out. He's going to be out for the next 5 to 7 weeks, they reckon. So it means he's more than likely missing the Champions League final. With that being said, I could rotate, and of all the games to rotate, it's probably Sheffield to make sure people are fit for Leeds, and then obviously Spurs. My only issue with that is I don't like rotating too much, especially with so much on the line. I think the idea here today is go out there, win the game, go 3 goals up early, go 3-0 up in 35 minutes or something, make 5 changes at half time, and move into that defensively minded 4-for-3, don't see a highlight. That would be the ideal world. It's not going to go that way, we know that, but it'd be interesting to see what we can do. Alright, this episode's going to have a lot of gameplay, so let's just get straight into it. Let's see what we can do. Let's go and have a look how they are going to line up here, Sheffield. 5 at the back, Edwards, Lacano, Ronnie Edwards, Paras, Flores, Marcelo Flores, that is, Ismail Sarr, Dario Samanito. They've got a good team. Nice, mate. Awesome. Obviously, the Matildas are on right now. We have the live score pinging as well. And we've got the cricket pinging as too. Alright, highlight. Sheffield. In the red, Pozzo. A goal for them right now would cause havoc. That's a ball over the top. Should be Marsh as it is. Thomas wins. Finds Hassan. Here we go. Early goal was definitely needed today. Smith Rowe makes a good run. Great ball to Silva. On his right foot, the Mexican. Weird highlight. It's gone to the back of the net. We don't care. It's 1-0. Somehow Silva touched it away from goal. Any decent touch he scores past Baxter. And then, yeah, I don't know what Baxter's done. That's one of those ones where the game says this is a goal and the graphical engine didn't know how to show it. I think that's meant... I don't know how Silva's touched it that far away from him. Takes a deflection. Baxter forgets he's a keeper. And it's 1-0 at Smith Rowe. We'll take it. We got the early goal we wanted. That's all that matters. I'm not worried about any other results here. Just focus on ourselves. If it gets down to the final day, we'll look at the results against Arsenal and Liverpool, obviously. But let's just get there first. Joanne with the ball. We look to squeeze. We got Livramento there. Good header. Silva ain't going to win that one. He's a bit too small to win it in the air as well. Pozzo now. Livramento wins. Silva could have made a run. Ignored. Tamori finds Thuram. Finds Smith Rowe. Silva's a good candidate here to get down the line. He can cut one. He does. Lavia heads. Baxter taps around. Blocked by Kenny. And good save from Baxter. One that he should save though. And it is going to still be 1-0. Highlight continuing. I don't like that. I would rather it be over. Maybe not if we hit him on the break. Good ball to Hassan. Needs a runner. Looks for Velez, doesn't find him. Dario Samanito. Prass with a ball towards Pozzo. Weird highlight, and that is going to be the highlight. That went on for way too long for what it needed to. 11 minutes played, we've dominated. It's 1-0. Smith Rowe to whip one in. Puts it towards the front stick, cleared away, only as far as Smith Rowe. Now, you can hit him from distance. Gets in the area, deflected straight in the backs of his hands. Dominating, but it's only 1-0. I know that's not bad after 15 minutes. We'd take this every time. But knowing that we've got big games against Leeds and whatnot, I just want to get this game to 3-0 as quickly as possible if I could. They go long over the top. That's only going to be as far as Jose Marsha. Thomas now. Driving run. Got not much on here. Got to go yourself now, Thomas. And Saab doesn't do enough. What he did. Ball back stick. Velez heads just wide. Still only 1-0. 8 shots free, 1.06 XG. Of all the days to not finish chances, today ain't the day, boys. We don't want to give Sheffield a sniff. 11 shots for, 34 minutes. Highlight, back stick. Tamori head. Smith Rowe on the break. Velez is up there. Velez needs to make a run and stretch the opposition. Hassan now. He goes. Going himself. He hits. Deflected straight in the backs of his hand. Every one of these highlights is blocked into Baxter's hands. Can I see something a bit different? Can I see another goal, please? Thomas, Smith Rowe. Thomas has got to whip this. Instead he looks for Smith Rowe. Poor highlight that. It's a poor ball. Lavia whips. Livramento was pushed under it. This is going to be a penalty. Now, we don't have Elise on the park. I think Velez would be the next best penalty taker. It could also be maybe Hassan. And it could be Lavia. I don't know who's going to take it. We'll know by the height. It's going to be Hassan. Now, world-class player. Put us 2-0 up. Ease the pain and anguish. Of course he does. He fires it in the back of the net before Baxter even hit the ground with his dive. That is a great penalty. Goal number 15 for the year for the world-class winger. We're 2-0 up here against Sheffield. And that's all we want to see is goals going in the back of the net. One more before half-time. Am I a bit greedy? Maybe, but we might get it as well. Livramento, Silva. Goes on a run now. Gets inside. Goes himself. He hits one. That's not really a highlight. That's just a bit pointless. Highlight from the goal kick. Baxter again. Good ball into Bukema. Mistake, Silva. How do you miss, mate? Lewis Silva cannot miss that. That's a big miss. With that being said, we've left Sheffield in the game slightly. We've dominated. Part of me wants to start making changes because there are some things. I'm going to get Carter on and I'm going to get Lewis on because they're very good footballers. And I think we're going to wrap Hassan up in cotton wool. Going to move Smith Rowe out to the hole. And I actually think Kane Fuller's deserving of a spot here. We'll wrap a few people up in cotton wool. I don't want to wrap everyone up in cotton wool because it's only 2-0 and I don't want to, step in the shit and make too many changes. But I feel like we can afford to wrap some people up in the cotton wool. At 2-0, I don't like switching into 4-3-3. I would love one more goal before I switch into the 4-3-3. Time's ticking away. As soon as we score, if we score a third, we move into 4-3-3 and time waste the game away to keep the fitness. Jose Marsha to run. Fuller. Good ball from the Aussie. Silva should get on that with his pace. Keeps it in play. Carter. Good ball to Silva. Good touch. Got to finish. Does go in. All right, beautiful. All right, let's make changes. Now, Silva's an important player because we don't have another striker. I'm actually going to get Garcia on up top for Velez as well. We're going to move this into the 4-3-3. Going to do that. Garcia's going to go into there. Lavia's going to go back a line. Smith Rowe's going to go an advanced playmaker on support. Garcia on one side, Rooney on the other. Fuller up top. I think he's better as a pressing forward, to be fair. Waste of time, obviously. Thomas doesn't need to do too much here. That doesn't really do much to the intensity, does it? Yeah. Pretty not intense, which is good. That's your changes. 3-0 up. Now it's all about just not seeing a highlight now. And away we go. Australia winning. Did they just score? My phone hasn't clicked over yet. There we go. Australia did just score. 1-0. Razzo. Haley. Have to hold on now, the Aussies. Carter. Good ball through. I'll be watching that after tonight. I'm still going to keep the highlights on, though. That's something to watch in bed with the cricket on the other screen. 69 minutes. Now, if Sheffield score right now, we get nervous, but let's hope that's not the case. Carter heads. I tell you what, Ronnie, you're quick enough to go. And that's the thing. We're still on a positive system, so we still look to score goals. Now, goal difference could be huge, so any goals are welcome. I'll take that as a highlight, though, let's be honest. Yeah, you'll be right. Time ticks away. 80 minutes played. We've been the better side by a mile. Ronnie back stick looking for Smith Rowe. Falls to line as he heads towards goal. All right, job number 1. 1 of 3 is going to be a tick, boys, barring something stupid from Sheffield. As you can see, a lot of the lads are only getting tired now, which means with a couple of days rest, they should be fit. Beautiful. 3-0 we win. Magic. That's a great result. Well done. That's a result that sees us top. It's a great result. Liverpool won against Watford, as you cannot tell. They did go ahead. How much did they beat Watford by? That is a question. They beat Watford 7-2. Jesus, that's not good. We thought our goal difference was going to be all right. Liverpool won 7-2. Now their goal difference is ahead of us. Fun. All right, now this Leeds game is massive. Must win, you feel, so that it means we can draw the Spurs on the final day. With that being said, see you guys in a second for Leeds. All right, here, YouTube. Here it is. Leeds at home at the King Power. It's our game in hand. Win today, and the title's definitely in our hands. Lose today, we must beat Spurs. As simple as that. Lose today, and the title will actually be in Liverpool's hands because of the goal difference. It'll come down to goal difference. We must get a result no matter what. Even if we don't play well and get a draw, at least keeps it in our hands if we win the game. With that being said, Melier is in goal. Livramento, Tamori, Marshall, Thomas, Lavia, Thuram, Silva, Smith, Rowe, Hassan, and Velez. Of course, it's the same team. Ideally, we go out there, do what we did against Sheffield. Get a couple goals up. I know last time we rested Velez and we rested Silva and, Hassan and that. Today's the day you would rest Lavia, Thuram, Tamori, and Marshall. That's the thinking. Away we go. Big game here. Win today. All we need is a draw against Spurs. We win the title. Here we go. And on the final day, Liverpool play Arsenal. So there's a world where we both could lose. There's not a day we can become champions. That's for sure. I don't know why the game says that. No matter what, Liverpool have earned the right for a final day showdown. Because even if we win, if we lose, and Liverpool win by enough goals, overturn the goal difference, they win. Here we go. Away we go. Here it is. Leicester Leeds at home. Must win game here against Leeds United. Siniestra. Whippage. That's going to be high. First highlight, Leeds. Nervy. Leeds are lining up, obviously, with Pickford in net, Walker Peters, Monterio, Dogue and Fur, Adams, Sudakov, Gray, a guy's name I cannot pronounce, Ekalenenkamp, Siniestra and Pasalic. We'll say, 27 minutes in, even though we're dominating, no chances in the highlights for ourselves. This has not gone to plan in terms of finding early goals here, has it? Leeds have come with a game plan and they're executing. 6 shots for, no highlight by half time. A very poor game. Start the second half. The interesting thing is, say if this gets to the 70th minute, do you go 4-4-2 trying to win the game? Or do you stay as you are, knowing that even if it finishes 0-0, at least you can beat Spurs on the final day, you will have the title? Don't know what one you would do. Thuram, Thomas, Lavia. Goes on the run. Finds Velez. Overlapping run on Livramento. Silva's onside. Needs to find an option. Cuts it to Thuram. We lead 1-0. It may have taken to the 52nd minute and a touch of worry, but we have got our goal, and it's Marcus Thuram. That's all that matters. A good ball here from Velez in build-up. Great ball to Silva. Silva's looking fantastic out here on this inverted winger role. And Thuram finishes. It's 1-0. Smith Rowe's picked up a knock. With him having a knock, I am going to make the change here. We're going to make it early. Alex Scott is going to go in the hole. We've also just got David Warner just got out. 1 for 140. That's not good, boys. 59 minutes played. Pickford. 1-0. Fur. Sukakov. Siniestra. Picked up by Tomori. Good ball out there to Silva. Velez. Good ball backstep from Silva. Velez heads home. It's 2-0. Unreal. 2 goals. 60 minutes on the clock. Magic. In the driving seat. In the driving seat. Good from Silva. Great ball in first time. Velez 6'7", mate. He doesn't miss many headers. We lead 2-0. With that being said, Lovey is going to come off here for Dewsbury Hall. Linus is going to go into there. Move this around. Ball in midfielder on defend for Linus. Deeper line playmaker on support. Those two need to be taken off. It has to be said. Or else they'll get tired. Rooney's going to come on for Velez. I'm going to move Silva up front just to give Velez some rest. I think that's important here too. So only 2-0, but important to give people rest knowing there is a big game coming. 73 minutes played. Carter. And I think Luke Thomas for Vinicius. Apparently I can't make any more changes, so maybe not. Alright, I'm going to leave it at 2-0 and leave it in the same system. Or am I going to go to 4-3-3? I think we're going to go 4-3-3 here. Just so we can time waste that little bit more. I think that's what we're going to do. Corner. Dewsbury Hall. Tomori heads just over the bar. We don't care about highlights now. This is all about just making sure the fitness is okay for this next game. A goal for Leeds makes things nervy. Ball over the top. Finds his way to Carter. Tomori. Dewsbury Hall. Great ball looking for Ronnie. Ball inside. Dewsbury Hall. Hits one straight at Pickford. Good strike, but straight at Pickford. Time's going to tick. Boys have done their job. It's another tick, boys. We are 1 game away from winning the title. 1 game away. Unless Leeds score 2 goals in a minute, we're 1 game away from winning the title. Gray over the top. Silva. Deflected into the bar and over. Leeds nearly did score. Well, I tell you what right now, if we keep a clean sheet against Spurs, we win the title. So there you go. Do some defending training. Ball gets cleared. That's all she wrote. 2-0, we win. Brilliant. We are 1 game away. 1 goal difference ahead. 1 goal difference ahead. We've done our job. The data hub looks as such. If we scored anywhere near our XG this season, this title would be over. We've also had the best defence in the league by a mile. We've got very good defensive numbers, and we're -8 under that. And we had +9 points of where we should be, which is absolutely massive as well. We should have actually mathematically had the title already wrapped up, according to the data hub. Imagine if we scored our goals this season. With that being said, boys, only one thing left to do. Put them on rest. Put them on training rest. Next 2 days, go to training, go to calendar. And against Spurs, we are going to look to make sure our chance conversion is up and about. See you guys for the final game of the season, where we play Spurs with a chance to win the title. Here we are, YouTube. Final game of the season against the Spurs side that are in 15th in the table. They have had a woeful year, -8 as well. If you look at the data hub and team performances, Spurs are 15th and deserve to be 15th. And there we go. Look, everything points towards us winning the title today, but who knows? Liverpool's the only team that can catch us, obviously. They play Arsenal at Anfield, knowing a win could give them the title if we lose. If somehow Liverpool only win 1-0 and we only lose 1-0, it would come down to goals for. Liverpool have more. So that is an extra point to think about. In terms of the team, it's the same team that just lined up. It is, of course, Melier, Livramento, Tamori, Marshall, and Thomas. Lavia, Taram, Silva, Smith-Rowe, Son, and Velez. We've been rotating, we've been resting, we've been changing other players in and out of the game to make sure they're full strength. Today, it does not matter. There's 2 weeks till the Champions League final. They are playing, these boys. They are playing. All right, let's go. Let's see what we can do. Now, Spurs on paper, good side. Spurs this year, not been good at all. Let's see what we can do. They've still got Kane, they've still got Son, they've still got the players that they need to have. Let's see what we can do. Today is a day where the other result does factor. They're playing 4-4-2. It's Costa, Frimpong, Milinkovic, Guardiola, and Ake. So, on paper, this is a very good side. World-class keeper, very good right-back, decent centre-back, world-class centre-back, pretty good left-back, not going to lie. Neres is great. David Neres is generally pretty good on FM. Ruben Neves, very, very good. Basuma's Basuma, and Madison out on the left. That's not a bad four with Song and Kane. They've got Edson Alvarez on the bench as well. Coppola, Charles, Dwight McNeil. They're a good side. I'll be interested to see what goes on here. Let's see what we can do. We are a bit away. In the cricket, there is a review as well for LBW. I think Marnus is outside the line, so shouldn't be out. But we'll wait and we'll see. Trying to watch the final day of the Ashes. Australia's beating Canada in the Women's World Cup, which I'll be watching on my second screen when I go to bed. And I'm trying to win the Premier League and the Champions League. Yeah, he's outside the line, that's fine. I'm not even going to be able to watch ball tracking there. He's not out. Stay. I think that's going to be Straya Burger. I'm guessing we're 2-0 up. Away we go. Here we are. I don't like looking at other results, but we know how they're going to line up. Latest scores. We're looking for Anfield. 2 goals in 8 minutes there. Look at that. Gavi in the 4th minute, Martinelli in the 8th. Rightio. We're just going to be looking at the middle of that screen. At the moment, it doesn't matter what happens in this game. Liverpool won't catch us. So far here, it's been a bore fest. But you got to remember, 0-0 and we win the league. A draw is good enough. Why is Velez taking the free kick? Silva heads it to Rum. I don't know why 6'7"'s taking it. I will get him off it immediately. To Rum. Smith-Rowe. Silva. Oh, that close to having a lead in this game, which would have been massive. A lead in this game is huge. Would have been huge. Straight away, set pieces. Why on earth would be having Velez take those free kicks? Thank you. Smith-Rowe. Just put Smith-Rowe on everything. Thank you. Smith-Rowe on everything, okay? We do not want to see Velez move from position. Makes no sense having a 6'7" guy take the set piece when he's the main target. 40 minutes played. Lavia's dead. So be it. As halftime stands, Liverpool are winning. Liverpool are leading. So as it stands right now, if Spurs score, we lose the title. We've butchered the team talk. I am going to ring Lavia off. So we do have to think about a Champions League final. Drewsbury Hall, what might be his last game, is there. And Khawaja just got out, and Australia have just lost 2 for very early on today. Khawaja is gone. Don't even bother reviewing. He is plumb. Just walk. All right, here we go. 50 minutes played. It is 0-0. A goal is massive for us. Luke Thomas. Smith-Rowe. Asan. He knows how to hit him. Got a strike. Oh, just wide. Australia reviewed. He doesn't look out at all. Pitching maybe outside the line. It's the only thing I will say that might save Khawaja. Smith-Rowe again. Into Velez. Drewsbury Hall. Livramento hits. Over the bar. 60 minutes played. Arsenal score, it's fine. Yeah, Khawaja's gone. That is ridiculous. All right, here we go. Well, let's make some changes out here. 74 minutes played. Smith-Rowe for Ronnie. Luke Thomas here for Carter. I should get Ronnie on the other side and get Alex Scott in the hole. 1 goal for us wins us the title. A clean sheet wins us the title. 9 shots, 0 on target. A goal for Spurs, and it's all but over. Time ticks. There's not a highlight here. 3 minutes out of time, there's a highlight. Oh no, don't do this. Livramento, Tamori, Madison, cleared. Josko Garbadol, Madison, Charles. What a save from Melier. It was offside. We win the title. It's a 0-0 draw. It's a 0-0 draw. It is a title for Leicester Football Club. Wow. That is huge. 0-0. We win the title. Thank you for coming. That is a title, and we can tick off the Premier League off the list. We've won the FA Cup, we've won the Prem. We need to still win this Cabaret Cup. We've lost 2 finals there. But we got a final in the Champions League next episode, and that is what's coming up next. Here we are. Congratulations. We did what we needed to do. We didn't win, but we got the draw. We win it by a point. That's all that matters. Liverpool, 38 games, 47 goal difference, 85 points. So our 38 games, 45 goal difference, 46 goal difference, but 86 points. It has to be said. It has to be said that yet again, we are 12 goals under our XG. If we scored our XG this season, we're on 90 plus points. We won the title by a mile. We underperformed this year by the points we got, but we win the title. It is massive, and I will see you guys in 13 days' time for the Champions League final. In our last 3 games, we went win-win draw to win the title, and it could be a double. See you guys in Germany for the Champions League final.